Let's talk about how you can predict what money you're going to make on a renovation. Now, I've done some renovations with my beautiful wife, Emily. And we spent a lot of time, put in a lot of hard work and a lot of hours, sweat, grit, and money to make our renovations work and to make sure the numbers stacked up. In this video, I'm going to give you the 4 key steps you need to take to make a successful renovation and to work out whether you're actually going to make money at the end of the day. Now, my name's Luke. I talk all things real estate renovating and financial freedom. Subscribe to the channel down below, drop a like on this video, and let's dive in. The first critical step is to work out the difference between renovated and unrenovated homes in your chosen area. This is going to be very specific to your situation. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just me chatting about renovations, but everyone's going to have a different budget to make a property purchase. You might be able to buy at the $500,000 price range, or you might be able to buy renovated at $1.5 million. Each of those projects are going to have a disparity between renovated and unrenovated homes. Now I'm going to share an example on screen of a renovated property and an unrenovated property and how you can work out that price disparity. So you can see here, this home is actually a property that I bought with some clients several months ago, and it's in decent condition but could do with some renovations. As you can see, yes, it's got green walls. The timber floors are in great condition. And the bedroom walls are that beigey brown color, so definitely paint could go into this property. Flicking through a few more photos, you can see the bathroom could definitely do with an upgrade, and the kitchen as well could do with some painting on the walls, replacing the cupboard handles, and just giving it a facelift. You could even do benchtop resurfacing in here. So this property is a very good example of a basic cosmetic renovation. Now the critical thing here is we purchased this property with our clients for $611,000. So what you need to do is look at comparable properties in your area at a similar price point with similar bedrooms, bathrooms, and land size, and assess what a renovated property would sell for. Now this property is a great example of a more renovated home that's sold for a higher price. So it also has aircon, it's got more suitable paint colors on the walls, quite average looking carpet, but it's okay. It's a more modern kitchen, living and dining area, which has been slightly upgraded and modernized. And you can see they've got a new range top, a new cooktop, modern appliances, and quite a nice looking home. Again, the bedrooms are in good condition. They have air conditioners as well, which is important if you're buying up here in Brisbane. And the bathroom is modern as well. So this property on screen sold for $700,000 and the unrenovated property sold for $611,000. Ideally, you're looking for suburbs with the greatest disparity between renovated and unrenovated homes, and that will allow you to potentially give yourself a buffer and give you room to make a great profit. So you've found a suburb that's in your price point, and the suburb has disparity between renovated and unrenovated homes. Step number 2 is to find your property and cost its renovations. In the example on screen, you can see here we had green walls. The bathroom was okay, but could do with some modernization, and same with the kitchen that we've got here. Now, what I would suggest is you budget, say, $15,000 to have the house completely repainted. You might want to give yourself even more budget than that to give yourself a contingency and to work with the demand of trade. So to find a great painter, you might want to spend between $15,000 to $25,000 to have the house completely repainted. I would suggest you also get some of the tiles painted in the bathroom. The backsplash in the kitchen could be left, and then the cupboard handles be upgraded. To add a bit of wow factor to the property, you could update the range hood and the cooktop for, say, $1,000 to $2,000, and add air cons in some of the bedrooms for another, say, $1,500 per air conditioner. Now, with a budget of roughly $30,000 to $40,000 on this project, and that's paying everyone to do all the work for you, this property would likely sell for at least $700,000 based on the renovated property's comparable sales. The big kicker here is if you can do some of the work yourself. Emily and I own a paint sprayer. We've watched plenty of YouTube videos and done some DIY. And this project that I was showing before would be a really easy one for the everyday Aussie to tackle themselves. Pull out a paintbrush, hire a paint sprayer, learn that process, put on some new door handles on the kitchen cupboards, and get some appliances installed by some trades. You'd be amazed at how much value you can add to the property yourself by working on weekends and maybe taking, some of your holidays to work on the property as well. It's definitely a sacrifice, but it's only a project for a short period of time, and then you have the property rented out and managed for you. So in my eyes, it's totally worth it. Step number 3 is to obtain that bank valuation. You've gone through all the hard work, you've purchased the property, completed these lovely renovations, and it's time to really understand what the market value of that property is. Now, market value can be slightly different to a bank valuation. Valuers tend to be conservative when they assess properties, and so you might think the property would sell on the open market for $740,000, but a bank valuer might say the property is only worth $710,000. That's okay, but it's important to know that the bank valuation is what the bank will allow you to refinance on and to pull equity out of that property. So in this example scenario, you might have purchased the property for say $611,000. You might have spent $30,000 on the renovation, so you're all in for say $641,000. The bank valuer might have valued the property at $710,000. So that disparity of $70,000, you're probably going to be able to pull out say $50,000 to $60,000 of cash after that deal's done by taking out more debt on the property and pulling out that cash to go and invest in another project or into the stock market. Which really summarizes step number 4, which is going through that refinancing process. You may not have the serviceability to pull that cash out of the deal, which a lot of people run into those issues, but that is just the case, and that is just the financial restrictions that we live in here in Australia. The higher income earners are going to have more borrowing capacity and will be able to continue to snowball and refinance, but at some point you may get stuck undertaking these renovations. So that's exactly how you can predict how much money you might make from a renovation. Assess the unrenovated property, compare it to renovated properties in a similar area with similar bedrooms, bathrooms, and land size, cost those renovations and go ahead and take on that work, and then go to the bank, refinance, pull out equity, obtain a bank valuation, and move forward. If you're interested in seeing a video on serviceability and how you might be able to boost your serviceability, click this video over here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.